Hi guys, Creative Lauri here. Welcome everyone. If you're new to my channel, I'm a home stager. And if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe, share my video, and hit the notification bell twice in order to be notified when I put out new videos. I put out several videos a week and sometimes every other day, just depending on my schedule. But today I'm doing a New Year's Eve entertaining ideas for pennies. We're just going to use what you have. I just did a video for the Dollar Tree items, and I will link that video at the end of this video. But this one will be with everything that you already have. So you're not going to purchase anything. You're just going to use what you have. That's pretty easy, I would say. Now, if you don't have like champagne flutes for champagne or your Martinelli sparkling cider, that's okay. You can use a various of items. You can use your water glasses, mason jars for a farmhouse look, whatever you might have, or the ideas of or what your decor might be. So whatever idea, that's what I meant to say, you come up with is yours and yours only. It's very special, and you don't have to comply to any sort of rules for any kind of party, and specifically for New Year's Eve. People just want to get together. We like to get together so we can celebrate hope and a new clean slate. That's what I kind of associate New Year's Eve with. New clean slate, new goals, new aspirations, new ideas, all of those things. So I don't think it's appropriate or you should have to spend a lot of money. Now, if you're celebrating with just your boyfriend, your husband, family and kids, or you're having a small gathering, then this is perfect for you. Now, if you are having a larger gathering, this would be okay, but just, times it by 3. So I have a setting of 6 for everything. That's what I did in my last video. And really, we're just using everything you already probably have. So hopefully you have a glue gun, because that will help. And hopefully you will have champagne flutes. But if you don't, like I said, don't worry about it. Now, you can purchase those little plastic champagne flutes at the Dollar Tree. I think they come 6 to a package. But really, nobody cares. All we care about is making that final toast from one year to the next, celebrating all of that. So really, nobody cares if it's in a champagne flute. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned and look at everything that I've made. It is simple. It's everything I did in the last video, but if you didn't have Dollar Tree items, I recreated it into just what you had around the house. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so here's my little spread. Now, I have a big island in the kitchen, and that's where everyone usually kind of congregates. So I normally put a runner across the middle, and I just layer everything. So I wanted to make this really, really simple and kind of a duplicate of the Dollar Tree video I just did. So I'll start from, well, I'll kind of start on this end, because this is just a version of saying, hey, Happy New Year. And it's just a Dollar Tree frame that I got. It's the natural wood. I took the craft paper that I happen to have on hand. You can use wrapping paper, newspaper, whatever you happen to have. And then I just cut out some white printing paper, and I just wrote Happy New Year. It's just nice to have a little, an easeled item saying Happy New Year's, guys. And then I have a bunch of the Dollar Tree white candles. If you don't have these and you have actual real candles or tea lights, white lights, anything like that puts out a beautiful ambiance. So definitely use it. Then for my 2-tiered stand, I use, well, before we get to that, because we all know people come in, they want their drink first, then they start eating, and then everything else from there. Okay, now I did get these beautiful glass stemware at the Dollar Tree about 12 years ago. I had a big New Year's Eve formal dinner party. It was a fundraiser, and I bought a bunch of them. And these reminded me of the ones that they had at the time, and still to this day, they still have something very similar from West Elm. And these are done in amethyst, and they have a beautiful like tuliping effect around the stem. So I bought, I don't know, 12, 16, 20, I can't remember to be quite honest. I know a few got broken. But I just put them here in my little tray from the Target dollar spot my sister gave me quite a few years ago. I did take the handles off because I used them somewhere else and they didn't look right on here. And I liked it better like this, but it's a mirrored bottom. Now if you don't have a tray, don't worry about it. You can always use anything for a tray. If you have a picture, like a shadow box type picture, you can use that for a tray. You can use a cookie sheet for a tray. These are all the types of ideas, especially if you're into farmhouse. Use a cookie sheet. You know, put all your glasses on there. And if you're more into glam or something, then yeah, it would be great if you had like a glass platter or a mirrored tray or something. But if you don't, you know what? You just set them out onto your display and it's good enough. These were $1, which was a total steal. But like I mentioned before, if you don't happen to have these glasses, they do sell flutes at the Goodwill for 49 cents on up. And you can get, I think, a package of 6 at, they're plastic, at the Dollar Tree, which, hey, we are all just making a toast for one reason, right? So if you have a mixed drink bar off to the side, or you want someone to use their drink or their glass all night long, then it would be nice to have a glass piece or flute. But if you don't, no big deal. You just kind of have to work with what you have. But if you want them to use their glass all night long, you're just going to put like a little tag with their name on it. And that can be with a piece of paper and some string. The next thing is your bucket, your ice bucket for your champagne. You have to have champagne for New Year's Eve, or like Martinelli's sparkling cider, because it's just like, you know, a thing that's saying, hey, we're recognizing it's New Year's Eve and we are celebrating it and bringing in the new year. So all I used was one of my, it's like a utensil holder. So, you know, you put your big spoons and such in here. And I have a couple of these. So I had this off to the side in my cabinet because I wasn't using it at the moment. So all I did was tied a linen napkin. Doesn't have to be linen. It can be cotton. It can be a Dollar Tree white or cream kitchen towel, whatever color you like, whatever color scheme you're going for, just to catch the drips when you're pouring it or when you're popping the cork. And it just makes it look a little more elegant. So, oops, sorry guys. That's my ice bucket for this year. Now the ice bucket didn't cost me anything because I already had it. I had everything already. Now the next thing, after everyone's had their drink, they're going to want some appetizers. So a 2-tiered stand really makes that easy. So I made mine out of 2 plates. So they're matching plates, the bottom one to the top one. They're just simple black and white plates that I got from Goodwill. And I like that they're kind of modern looking. And what I used for the middle stem was another champagne glass to hold it into place. Now you're going to want to hot glue that to the bottom of the plate and the top of this to the bottom of this plate to keep everything secure. So in here I have 5 stemless glassware, which I had 6, but I just broke one. So you can get these at the Dollar Tree, but you can also get them at Goodwill for 49 cents to 69 cents, which is a really great deal. And look how beautiful that looks. So in these you can put like shrimp cocktail, dirty rice with a shrimp on top, tuna tartare, gumbo, whatever you want to put as an appetizer, basil and tomatoes or pico de gallo and then chips on top. That's totally up to you. But 6 glasses did fit on this base. And then I had the champagne glass as the stemware. And like I said, the hot glue sticks really well to glass and ceramic. And then when you're done, you just pull them apart. But it's just to secure it at the time. Now, if you don't have like another champagne glass to spare, you can actually use a candlestick. Now, you can get something like this at Goodwill, or this was originally from IKEA, and it's not going to be as tall as a champagne flute, but sorry for all the noise, guys. You get the same idea. That's the beauty of these little stemless glassware, because really they truly look beautiful with all of your food items in here. So sometimes I like to do like a little bit of couscous, some green curry, and one big prawn or shrimp, and then it just looks so beautiful. And then if you have some green onions, and all you do is like you strip the sides, like you cut them very fine and put the whole stem inside there. It's a gorgeous appetizer. So you don't have to use champagne flute. That's just if you happen to have extra left over. And then on top you can do like maybe a little, you could do like a glob of hummus with some pita chips. You can do like a cream cheese mixture of dip or spinach dip and pita chips, because this is actual, you know, plates. You can put it directly onto the items. You don't need like a little bowl to put it in, the dips and such. So there you go. You have a beautiful little 2-tiered tray, which makes it look just pretty. It heightens everything. It's almost the same height as my champagne bucket, and it just looks beautiful. Alright, so the last thing is, if when your guest has a drink and they have the appetizer in hand, they're happy. So the next thing is to kind of start conversation, and most of the time everyone knows everyone at these parties and get-togethers because they are equal friends to one another. But sometimes they're not, and it's just nice to have like an icebreaker or something to celebrate the new year. So what I've done in the past is I've created like a little New Year's Eve tree, and all I did was I used a candle holder sheath, and it's in silver. I put some sticks in it and some greenery that I had. And then everyone comes and they put, I give them a little piece of paper about, and I just cut it from a sheet of paper about 1 inch long and a 1/2 inch in depth. So it's like a rectangular piece of paper. I poke a hole in it. They can write whatever they're expecting in the new year, which can be anything from more money, a new job, humanity, hope, you know, whatever their aspirations are for the new year, and then they can hang it onto the little tree. So not only does it add to your little decor area on your bar or wherever, it's like a nice little interactive tree. So let me get it closer and I'll show it to you. Okay, so my sister got me this little candle sheath about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and it's very modern, which I like. And even though I'm into farmhouse, I like modern still. But I just have in here some branches and greenery. So even if you live in an apartment, or a house and you're renting or whatever, you know you can find branches off of a tree in your business complex, whatever. These are literally just branches from the Dollar Tree that I got years and years ago. They have Epsom salt that they put on here with like a glue, like a Mod Podge. And so I have a few branches, but that's not necessary. All you need are branches, and it'll look so beautiful. And then I have some greenery pieces. These are some eucalyptus that are dried. But you can, you know, if you live like in a complex that has boxwood, put a bunch of boxwood clippings. No one's going to, you know, get mad at you for clipping some of their boxwood in the apartment complex or your townhouse area. They'll never notice. Get the backside. They're not going to say anything. Make sure your nosy neighbors don't see, though. So then I just combined the two in a pretty little, I made it into a vase. And then I gave everyone, like I said, a little inch length paper to write what they were hoping for in the new year. Hope was one of mine. Now that means a lot of things for different meanings, for different things, but I won't go into that. But I put that on there, and I also did one for humanity. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then at the end of the night, you know, before we do anything with these, everyone's discussing, oh, I put that on there, I put that on there. Well, why did you do that? Blah, blah, blah. So they're talking about it, and it's like an icebreaker and a conversation piece. But at the end of the night, everyone takes their piece off, and then we're going to burn it in maybe the outside fire pit or in your sink, but be careful when you do that, or outside somewhere in a bowl that's not going to catch on fire. And it's such a nice way to start the new year. You're saying, this is what I want. I hope that we achieve that, and you revisit it next year. So guys, I really hope you liked this very free setup for New Year's Eve with your family or friends, and even if it's just for yourself, like which I'm going to be doing for myself, I'm going to leave out a sign, I'm going to put some candles out, and I'm going to have my 2-tier tray for my appetizers that I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bunch of little appetizers for myself. I don't like to be on the road for New Year's Eve. There's too many accidents that can happen, and people are drinking and driving, so I like to be home. But here you have, you know, if you're visiting someone, your family or friends, be sure you drink responsibly and take care of yourself. But if you're hosting the party, also make sure that they are able to drive home, or offer for them to stay home at your place. But here is everything free that you can do. Now, if you're interested in some last minute, very cheap eats for New Year's Eve, please let me know in the comments below, because I will probably have to do them tonight and tomorrow morning in order to show them to you in a video tomorrow. But guys, you can just get crackers and cheese and a loaf of bakery bread from Walmart, and then get some shrimp at the Dollar Tree. You can get cocktail sauce there as well, and just get some veggies. You know, make this like ranch dressing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. That's why you need to like hot glue it. Sorry guys, that scared me too. Anyways, what you can do is, even if you're really on a budget, is make some ranch dressing, put some cut celery, carrots, whatever you have on hand, whatever veggies, zucchinis, yellow squash, and that'll be your little appetizer. Have them bring a dish, be a buffet, and you're going to have, maybe buy 1 bottle of champagne. Everyone gets like, you know, a little quarter flute of champagne. And then if you want to provide maybe a bottle or two of wine, and everyone else can bring whatever else they want. But you can make so many things. You can make hummus from scratch. It's super cheap, like under $2. You can make, and it's with items you already have. You can get a loaf of French bread from Walmart for 99 cents. You can get a big block of cheese from the Dollar Tree for $1, and crackers from there for $1. So there's a lot of things. They also sell little shrimp there, and you could buy maybe 3 packages for 6 people, and put a little cocktail sauce at the bottom, then maybe like a little bit of onion and romaine lettuce and the shrimp on top. So it's like a little cocktail salad. That would be really good. And then put your hummus or crackers and cheese on top. So guys, I hope this really helps you in your New Year's Eve party get together, even if it's just for your family. My mom would put on a nice little spread like this and decorated it really pretty, and it just made it so special even when we were kids. So, alright guys, that's it. I just have like a little Dollar Tree mercury glass item here. This was from Dollar Tree. These were from Goodwill, but you can get these at Dollar Tree. Those glasses were from Dollar Tree, but you can get champagne flutes at the Goodwill. And if you don't find them, go to your Dollar Tree and get the plastic ones. It's just easier. But you can use mugs, mason jars, whatever you have on hand. And then just use your utensil holder for your champagne bucket. Don't make this difficult. Make it really easy on you guys. And have a blessed New Year. And if I don't see you until then, have a really good New Year's, you guys. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful, healthy and happy New Year's. And when decorating, keep it simple. Usually, if you ever go to restaurants, you notice that they have it's very elegant because they keep it simple. They keep it to like 3 colors. It's usually silver or gold, white, and natural. So that's what I kept it here today. And it's super simple. It's organic with the branches and everything and the burlap. So keep it simple and it'll be very elegant. So bye guys. Happy New Year.